Hi everybody, so this week we're at the Nurburgring. So in the GT4 IMSA Pilot Series, basically we've got 3 or 4 laps at the Nurburgring to see what happens here. We've put it in 4th, which isn't too bad, but it's quite a strong field, so we're just about to get to the line here. Not quite sure when the pace car goes in. It's in. So it's any time these guys go. Here we go. So we've got a few cars behind us. Going to try to hopefully get through the first bit safely and then see what we can do. So covering the inside here. Got a guy trying to go to my outside in a BMW. Got a couple of guys quite close behind me, almost going in the back of me, but I think we're safe. Just need to make sure we can get in here. Oh, the BMW very close to colliding with us there. Whoa, nearly going in the back of this guy. So we're all sort of concertining together, like getting close and then sort of getting further away, but we've dropped the pack and we're kind of right behind this guy now. Almost too close. So the leader's just getting away from us at the moment, but we're staying with these guys pretty well, so that's all we really need right now. So it's slightly unfortunate. I feel like I'm faster than these guys ahead of me. Obviously, they're a long race, so anything could happen here. So we're matching their pace pretty well at the moment. Not too much happening. It's just one of those sort of things you just want to keep with the pack, not make any mistakes, hope somebody else makes mistakes. So in a good position so far. The Nurburgring can be lethal though. Look how close these barriers are. One little mistake and you basically hit the barriers immediately. It's also quite narrow, so it makes it very difficult to actually overtake anybody. The main place you can really overtake is on the main straight at the back. Okay, so the guys behind us are still with us. They're about 1 second behind, so we haven't pulled away that much. Just going to try to get a good exit here onto this straight. I think we're gaining slightly there, just using the draft of these cars ahead of us. The guy's looking like he's trying to make a move on this guy ahead of us. Certainly close. And we're also getting close here. Let's actually let the BMW behind us catch us right up. Just got to watch out for this BMW. He doesn't try to make a move around any of these corners. Hopefully just stay with these guys. So I definitely feel that we've been held up a little bit on this lap. You can see the lead has just got away from us. That said, it puts us in a good position for a good result. Ultimately, we can stay like this. Hopefully on the main straight we might be able to just get past them. Side, but it's going to be a difficult line in. The BMW is now really behind us, so we've got to be careful about that. The BMWs tend to have a bit more straight line pace, so we might be under attack here. He's moving out to make the pass, but we do have slipstream with the guy ahead, so we're going to counter that. I think he's got out of the move. Just don't think we're going to quite catch this guy in time. We're just not quite there, unfortunately. So just jumping ahead. Basically we're still with this guy right now, applying quite a lot of pressure. The BMW's dropped off massively, and yeah, we're just basically sitting behind this group. The leader's a good 10 seconds down the road from us, so I really need to get past now. So just jumping forward again, still behind these guys. Really trying to pressure the guy ahead as much as we can. We're definitely faster. The leader now has just got completely away from us. So lost quite a lot of time behind these guys, I think. Looking to the inside, it's not quite the gap there. Very close behind him. Okay. So he's gone wide and able to actually slip it just up the inside there. It looked like he made a slight mistake. So I don't think he planned to do that. He's actually flashing his lights at me, so yeah, I think we got lucky there. But the good thing is we can now chase down this guy ahead of us. So we're up to third, and look, we're already gaining on this guy massively, so hopefully we can gain on this guy, also get past him, and we're in the running for second at least. So still just trying to close the gap to the guy ahead, maintaining third thankfully. We sort of keep gaining time and then losing time. Whoa, locked the brakes up completely on the jump and it sent us into the barrier. And unfortunately, that's going to be that race pretty much done. So, gave up the last race because we ended up completely damaged. I think I limped home somewhere in a bad position. We're in another race here. Didn't qualify quite as well, so we're in 6th. But ultimately, it's time to give it another go. So once again, just waiting for the cars to get ready on the grid. Pace cars in front of us. Ooh, almost jumped it. And here we go, it's actually gone now. Hard to time that one. So one of the issues we've got here is we're over on the left, so I'm going to try to get over to the right to cover anybody trying to go to the inside of us. Keep that BMW out as well. Down the middle. I think we've got through, so that's the result. Whoa, this guy's really bunching up there. I think we've got through that. And actually broken away from the pack a bit as well, so that's good. Ultimately, just need to stay with these guys, see what I can do. These things are a long race, so maybe we'll get opportunities. So just fast forwarding again, we're staying with the pack, going down the foxhole, nobody's getting away from us, quite a good distance behind us, so got a real good opportunity here to attack. That guy's just gone off into the wall by the looks of it, so we just gained a position, which is fantastic. We're up to maybe about 5th or so. Feel I'm fast than this guy as well, so all over him. So just chasing him down on the main straight. See what we can do here. And I've slightly messed up my braking. And unfortunately, we've gone in the wall. So the Nurburgring has bitten us again. Ultimately, that's 2 races now where we basically ended up with a DNF more or less. So 3rd time lucky perhaps. This time we're even worse in the qualifying, we're in 9th. One of the reasons for that is that the Nurburgring had detached quali, so other people could just keep trying to do lap after lap after lap to get the best possible time. But as you keep seeing in the races, we're actually faster than a lot of these guys, so it's quite frustrating. So we're off, ultimately right in the middle of the pack, so we've got to be really careful. I feel like this guy right behind me is pressuring me quite heavily, so I've got to watch out for him. So I'm covering the inside. A few cars side by side ahead of us, so we don't want them to collide with each other. Got a guy to our inside as well, just trying to hold on to this. Guy's completely off the track, so it's a complete mess up ahead of us. There's a real risk that there's going to be an accident, so we don't want to get in the middle of that if there is. And everybody's basically tripping over each other right now. Covering the inside for the guys behind us. Whoa, nearly going in the back of these guys. Oh, and the guy made a mistake and he's let at least one guy past us, if not more. Although I think we might be able to force the position back. He's still alongside us. I think we've more or less still got it. He's still there though. And we've got the position back, so that was a close one. We nearly had yet another position lost. Not been a great start. It's just been a bit chaotic. So, pulled a bit away from the pack behind us, which is good, taking some pressure off. Just trying to close in on this BMW up ahead. It's one of those sort of things. We're definitely faster, but it's very hard to get past. We've got the whole pack ahead of us, so everybody's sort of stuck behind each other. Unfortunately, it just stops you carrying a lot of speed if somebody in front of you is slower, so you end up kind of holding back quite a lot just in case you end up running into somebody and it slows both of you down basically. Got a bit of a run on him here, but unfortunately BMW is a little bit quicker in a straight line, so I don't think there's anything we can do. We'll try to carry as much speed as we can onto the uphill and see what we can do against the BMW. Oof. Unfortunately, we just slid on the grass into the barrier, so yet again, it's tripped us up. Luckily, the car wasn't too damaged, so I have continued. We're just catching up some guys through pretty much exactly the same section that we actually went off before. It's kind of a damage limitation mode. We see these guys battling in front of us. We're definitely faster than both of them. I'm going to back off slightly. I think we probably do have slight damage as well from when we clipped the wall earlier. But there's nowhere past here. Gonna go for the move. I think we're getting past him. and the car just did not want to grip through there. We were offline, unfortunately, and yeah, we've gone into the barrier again. Thankfully, both these impacts have been pretty light. We have managed to recover. We've caught them up again, so it isn't the end of the world. Just trying to line these guys up for a bit of an overtake, having a bit of a battle, but they're holding us up a little bit here. And the BMW has just completely taken us out. And yeah, I can't remember if I even continued with that race. I think I was so frustrated in the end, I just rage quit. So, 4th time lucky, hopefully. Ultimately, the Nurburgring has completely penalised us each time. Yeah, let's see what we can do here. Thankfully, we put ourselves in 3rd this time. Went and re-qualified a bit more just to make sure that we actually got a better position to start with. I was finding in the other races that most of the problem was that I was qualified way lower than my actual pace, and then I was just stuck behind people. Really frustrating. So we've got a guy to our left, but hopefully just covering the inside we should get this. We've got some good guys right ahead of us, really fast guys. The guy behind us has just lost it. I don't even know what happened there. So, not sure if we'll be able to keep up with the guys ahead of us. We're going to try our best though. As long as we can stay in range, we should be able to at least get a bit of a tow. Pulled a bit of a gap to the guys behind, so that's good. Takes a bit of pressure off. So I'm feeling a little bit faster than the guy ahead at the moment. I don't know if he's just waiting for his tyres to get warm. But after the last few races, I actually don't want to take any risks. I'd be really happy with a 3rd position, especially with the strength of field. I don't want to crash again. Whoa. So one of the things with this track, you have to try to avoid the curbs sometimes. The suspension's quite bouncy at the best of times, and yeah, when you touch the curbs, which launches the car, you lose all traction. So yeah, in this car, definitely avoid curbs if you can. So just got a bit of space to gain here. Being dropped slightly. Guys behind us still in contention as well. Okay, so jumping ahead, the leaders kind of gapped us a bit, but I've stayed with this guy ahead of me. The guy behind me has actually stayed pretty close as well, so we certainly can't take too many risks. And as I said earlier, I'd be happy to get a 3rd in this. Really high strength of field, really good result if we get it. Ultimately trying not to make any mistakes like I did in all the other races. Especially through here, it's really sketchy.
Okay, Paul, stay close. Wait for him to make a mistake.
So just closing the gap a bit, which is good. Okay, so just jumping ahead a bit on the straight, we've gained even more on him, so he's right in front of us now.
You're a fucking cunt, you know?
We've got the guy behind us is starting to pressure us a bit as well, so got to be a bit careful if the guy ahead holds us up anymore. We can have the guy behind us trying to make a move, I think. Got a bit of a run on him. Could take the inside line here. Just trying to get him on the brakes.
On your left. Still
He's on the left of us, so still there. The other guy's having a look as well. But he's got the inside line, and the other guy is having a look, so we've got to be really careful here.
Still there.
He's alongside.
Still there.
Unfortunately, he's going to go through.
Couldn't wait for the fucking thing, right?
So that didn't work out very well for us, to be honest. We tried to make a move, and then as a result of that, we lost a position to the other guy. So, stayed with both these guys. We're still behind this guy that got past us though, but we are really close to him now. Tyres are definitely a bit hot now, sliding all over the place. Just trying to stay close enough to him that when we get to the straight we've got a bit of a chance of actually drafting past him.
Okay, well, don't think about the lap times. Just hit each and every apex. Right in this ring. That's left.
Okay, so we've got a good run out of there in this draft.
To our left. Still there. To your left.
So the only thing we have to be careful with here is that he doesn't get back into our draft and try to attack us before we get to that bit, but I think we've got this here. So just got to be careful on the brakes. There's no point potentially crashing like we did in one of the other races. So pushed a bit wide there, but I think we've got it okay. So we're going on to the last lap. Just need to try to at least hold on to this position this time.
Last lap. Bring it on. That was 8:42.5. Very little fuel left.
Oh dear, just completely ran deep into that, unfortunately.
Right side's clear. Push,
So
push, push.
he's got past us again, unfortunately.
Okay, stay with him. The gap in front is now 0.7.
So just on the last lap, coming on to the last bit, having this guy actually ahead of us may work in our favour if we can get back in his draft again and get a good tow down the straight. If he had stayed in front of us, he would have been the one that could do this to us this lap. But actually we might have a chance, and he's trying to resist it as much as possible. He's weaving, he's trying to break out tow. It's going to be close because we haven't got much further to go here, but we do have a good run on him now. Just got to stick it up the inside, and we're straight past him. We're carrying so much more speed than him there. So all I need to do now, and he's flashing his lights, he's doing everything he can do to try to intimidate us. I just need to stop the car and make sure that he doesn't get past here. He's on the back of me though, so it's going to really be a race to the line. See, in our draft, he's going to come out one side. He's trying to get past. Oh, he's even hit me as I went across the line. I think he was trying anything he could do to actually get that place back, but we've got it. We got third. So, yeah, that was a great result after lots of misery in the other races. The Nurburgring certainly bit us, and I can see why it's called the Green Hell. But finally, after all that bad luck, we got a great result.